While Leninism has historically been the most dominant organized Marxist movement, a number of others have existed throughout history and still have adherents to this day. Left communism is a Marxist tendency that came out of the Comintern shortly after its formation during the Russian Civil War. It consisted of several movements, namely the Dutch-German Council Communists led by Anton Pannekoek and the Italians led by Amadeo Bordiga. Left communists dissented from Comintern positions and rejected Leninism as an ideology from an ultra-left point of view. This means that in a pre-revolutionary scenario, they're generally against any form of collaboration with non-revolutionary or non-proletarian elements, and after revolution, they oppose bureaucratic centralization of power. Specifically, their beliefs typically include opposition to the Leninist doctrine that the revolution should be led by a vanguard party using democratic centralism. Instead, they insist that the revolution is exclusively the task of the working class as a whole, which can't be substituted by an elite vanguard. Rejection of parliamentary politics and abstention from elections. While the Bolsheviks occasionally engaged in abstentionism, they normally preferred to run in elections in order to give their party a platform, as long as the masses still have faith in bourgeois democracy. Left communists reject this tactic as they see it as legitimizing bourgeois democracy. Closely related to this is the policy of rejecting reformist trade unions in favor of revolutionary trade unions. Left communists are also critical of national struggles, seeing them as movements of class collaboration, tying the workers to the interests of their national bourgeoisie. Council communists in particular denounced the Bolshevik policy of national determination, including secession, that was enacted after the October Revolution. This was also the position of Rosa Luxemburg, who was often held up as a predecessor to the left communist movement. Rosa was a German revolutionary who also supported the October Revolution but criticized several aspects of it and the Bolshevik leadership. She dismissed Lenin's insistence that the revolution should always be led by a party that uses democratic centralism. Instead, she put forth her own theory of the dialectic of spontaneity and organization, claiming that spontaneity and organization are not mutually exclusive strategic tendencies, but are merely different stages the class struggle takes at different times. Rosa also shared concern about the bureaucratization of the Soviet Union, warning that political rights needed to be restored as soon as possible in order to preserve democracy. Despite her differences with various tendencies, Rosa is still widely revered throughout the far left, especially in light of her tragic martyrdom in the ill-fated Spartacus uprising. Daniel DeLeon was an American Marxist who led the Socialist Labor Party in the late 19th and early 20th century. He believed in a two-front strategy for socialists to come to power by winning elections and organizing workers in industrial unions. His electoral strategy for winning office opposed both agitating for reforms from bourgeois parties and revolution through insurrection. DeLeon was instrumental in the creation of the Industrial Workers of the World, a radical anti-capitalist industrial union that aimed to organize the entire working class as a whole, in order to overthrow capitalism in favor of a syndicalist system of workers' self-management.